Hello, everyone. It's Majesty. Hi, how are you doing? And today is June 23rd. I am in my apothecary. This is where all the magic happens, where I make all my soaps and my lotions and things like that. And where I make all my teas and get them prepared for you guys. Um, I hope you enjoy being in my space, which I really love. If you can see behind me, I've been making soap this morning and I'm going to continue making soap once I finish making this video. But I just wanted to take a moment to update you because I started a journey this previous Sunday, and it concludes in this first week tomorrow. So I wanted to let you guys know where I was. This is part of my Majesty moments where I discuss things that only Majesty thinks of that are random. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just what I'm thinking of this week. So this week I'm thinking of my lupus vegan life. Backstory for those who know me know I have lupus. I was diagnosed last year after nearly dying, and they say I'm a miracle. I said God just wanted me to stay here a lot longer, and He wanted me to help others heal. So, by some random chance, my story from years past is as a teenager, I was actually vegan. Now, I wasn't vegan for some animal rights group or anything like that. I was vegan for two reasons. One, I had a fifth grade teacher who taught me to save the trees and save the planet, and I wanted to do more with that. And then I was vegan for the second reason because we were dirt poor when I was growing up and we had to eat fried chicken, like Church's fried chicken and all of the pig and all of the stuff that all the poor people ate. And I decided I didn't like meat anymore. I just didn't want to eat it. So it wasn't any spiritual reckoning or anything like that. And I did not like to cook because, I do know how to cook and we learned to cook when I was little, but I wanted things that were quick. So when I was vegan, I was raw vegan. I was raw vegan for somewhere around 18 months, probably a little bit longer than that, but that's close enough. And then I became vegetarian. And then later, when I got pregnant with my son, I converted back to a meat eater because I wasn't gaining any weight and they needed for me to gain weight. And my ex husband was like, here, and they fed me all this food. So I ate pizza and ice cream and all that bad stuff that just blows you up. And I gained the weight that I needed. So years later, I went back to vegetarian, but for the past 5 years, I have been officially a junketarian, which means I eat a lot of junk and meats and everything else. So I decided after getting lupus and starting to clear my life up and trying to make it better that I would start doing things differently. Lo and behold, people started coming to me about the vegan life. Now, currently, my in-laws are vegan. Several family members on my husband's side are vegan. I'm vegetarian now, but I eat fish. I was eating dairy. I just gave dairy up this week, so it's brand new for giving up dairy. And I do have vegan days, so I have a day where I'll have a vegan meal. But somehow, my coworkers, where I teach 2 days a week, um, where asking me about vegan, and we somehow came up with this vegan potluck thing. So now I ended up in charge of a vegan potluck group, which we met on Monday and had vegan foods and things like that. But again, traditionally, I'm raw vegan. I don't cook anything. I make salads. I have nuts, and I know with raw vegan, you can make stuff like one of my coworkers made a key lime pie that was raw vegan, and that's great. But then guess what? You have to crush it. You have to do all this stuff. You have to put it in the freezer. You have to test it. You have to add cornstarch. You have to add all these other things that I just can't add. With my lupus, I have inflammation. With lupus, I'm stuck indoors most of the time. I do not want to be stuck indoors in pain. And when I eat certain foods, I end up in pain. So I'm learning not to eat those foods because I don't like pain. It hurts. And I just don't like to be in that state. So, of course, I don't add all those different things. So my vegan meals are pretty simple. Hummus, um, smoothies made from vegetables and spinach. I love spinach. Fruits so the days I eat vegan, that's what it is. So during this journey, because I just decided I was going to go rogue this past weekend up Saturday. I was going to eat whatever I wanted, and I weighed in at 271 pounds. During the course of the week, I experimented, did different things back and forth, and today, which is the 23rd, I actually weighed 268 pounds. It has been a roller coaster all week. Now, I worked with a pathologist years ago who told me that until it's more than 5 pounds, then it's not significant. So we'll see. So I wanted to just keep this little blog going for myself and hopefully for anybody else who's struggling. You can ask me questions. I don't know all the answers, but what I do know, I will share. The things that I know are one, I'm a clinical lab scientist. I have been in laboratory medicine for 27 years. Two, I'm a holistic health practitioner. I officially graduated from school in 2012. Three, I'm an herbalist, and I started my practice in 2004. And growing up, when we lived in Michigan, we used to eat things like grass and stuff like that. And then I have Native American roots from my grandmother, and they always, use natural things for healing. And then I stayed with a godmother who we didn't have money, so she used natural things for healing. So I learned stuff as a kid growing up. And now, of course, I use that to heal myself. Like I make this tea for my pain. Really phenomenal. Gets rid of my inflammation. It works really well on back pain. So much, in fact, my clients buy it specifically for that. And my son had an accident at work. They prescribed pain medication. Pain medication wasn't working. Took the tea, it worked. One of my clients had a swollen lymph nodes. And, they always give you medicine that does a lot of things. It's not specific for you. So I made a tea that was specific for the lymph, and guess what? Got rid of the swollen lymph nodes because you had to remove that inflammation that was there. So I'm doing that. So I'm back in my holistic world. I'm a certified yoga instructor, but I hadn't done yoga since last year sometime. So now I'm starting back yoga to help, my body and help me feel better, and hopefully help me get rid of this 30 pounds that I gained when they put me on these steroids. So that's pretty much it. I'm done with my live streaming. This is my first live streaming. I don't really know what I'm doing, so if I mess up, okay. Last thing I want to say is look at my hair. So let's pay attention to my hair because I have pictures and I'll post those at some point on my page. And for those of you who have my Facebook page, you've seen pictures of my hair. Um, Before I had the pulmonary embolism and the official lupus diagnosis, I had hair that was really long. Then my hair fell out. Front of my hair fell out. Hair just fell out. Used to come out, and like I brush it, and it just come out of my hair. So about 9 months ago, I started this dreading process in an effort to save my hair. And even in the dreading process, a few of them came out anyway, but at least my hair is not coming out in clumps because they're just kind of sticking together. Um, so I'm going to see if my hair can grow, which it has. It's grown. I'm actually going to get it done next week. So when I had those early pictures of when I first got it done, when it was like up to here and really thin, so it's growing back. I also make a tea for hair growth. There's different things that you use. I have rashes, so I make a soap for that that helps with the rashes that come up because lupus. That's one of the things that happens. Um, so anyway, this is part of my journey. Perhaps at some point this will be helpful to somebody. I really hope so. I hope you be well, live a simple life. It really is better. And I will see you next time. Bye.